But we go into the question, what is security? What does that word convey? Apart from physical security.
I would have said invulnerability.
Not to be hurt.
Not to be hurtable. Not to be able to be hurt.
Not to be able to be hurt and not to hurt. Physically, we are all hurt, some one way or another. Yeah. Operations, illness, and so on and so on. When you talk about being hurt, or you talk about psychological hurts,
yeah, I'm wondering how it is that when a person comes into my office, his complaint is his psychological hurts, and
how do you deal with it?
I try.
Suppose I come to you, I'm hurt from childhood.
Yeah.
I'm hurt by the parents, school, college, university.
Yes.
When I get married, she says something, I'm hurt.
Yes.
So this whole living process seems to be a series of hurts.
It seems to build up a structure of self that is hurt.
Yes.
And a perception of reality that is inflicting hurt.
Now, how do you deal with it?
I try to help you see that that's I try to help you see how you're doing it.
What do you mean, how do you?
Well, for example, if you have built up in you the notion that you're one down, that you're the victim, then you perceive yourself to be victimized, and you perceive the world to be a victimizer. And I help you realize that that's what you're doing.
But by showing me that, will I get rid of my hurt? My hurts, very deep, unconscious hurts that have make me do all kinds of peculiar actions, neurotic. Mm-hmm.
Well, if you don't just
isolating myself.
Yes. It appears that people get better, that they realize that they are doing it. And in some local area, it seems to help.
No, but aren't you concerned, if I may ask, with not being able to hurt at all?
Yes.
What do you mean by that? Not hurting somebody else or not hurting, but being hurt inside of you?
No, I may hurt others unconsciously, unwillingly, but I wouldn't hurt voluntarily somebody.
Yeah, you really don't intend to hurt anybody.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Well, maybe not, but I don't see the connection between not hurting other people and not being hurt oneself. Or at least I'm sure there must be one, but it's not obvious. And most people's view of the best way not to be hurt would be to be in such a position that you can hurt others so much they'd never dare. And this is the principle of nuclear retaliation. I mean, this is a very common principle.
Yes, of course.
And so it's not obvious that not hurting others is related to not being hurt oneself. In fact, usually it's taken to be the reverse. It's usually assumed that if you're in a position to hurt others very much, you'll be very secure.
Of course, I mean, if you're a king or a sannyasi or one of those people who have built a wall around themselves.
Yes.
Naturally, you could never hurt them.
Yes.
But when they were children, they were hurt.
Yes.
That hurt remains. It may remain superficially or in the deep recesses of one's own mind. Now, how do you, as a psychologist, psychotherapist, or help another who is deeply hurt and is unaware of it, and to see if it is possible not to be hurt at all?
I don't address the question about is it possible to not be hurt at all. That doesn't come up.
Why? Wouldn't that be a reasonable question?
Well, it seems to be what we're asking here. It is the essence of the question that we're asking. We ask it in terms of particulars only in therapy. And you're asking it more generally. Is it possible to end this hurt, period? Not just a particular hurt that I happen to have.
So how should we proceed?
Well, it would seem that the structure that makes hurt possible is what we have to get at. What makes hurt possible in the first place, not this hurt or that hurt.
Well, I think that's fairly simple. Why am I hurt? Because you say something to me which is not pleasant.
Well, why should that hurt you?
Because I have an image about myself as being a great man. You come along and tell me, don't be an ass, and I get hurt.
What is it that's being hurt there?
There, the image which I have about myself.